great receiver, is a punt return guy as well, and obviously a very dangerous player, and a good punter on top of that. And I think defensively, they're in the second year of their system, and I think they've made big strides there, and that's to me a big part of the reason they're 7-2. They've always been a really potent offensive team and playing really good defense right now. So look back a year ago, they were 6-6, won their bowl game to go 7-6, and right now 7-2, and just playing at a really high level. A couple of things that jump out at you. I mentioned the defensive play. They run the ball at about 50 yards, at least in conference play, 50 yards more a game than they were a year ago, and right up there at the top of the conference with Oregon. So, doing a really good job there. Quarterback's playing tremendous for him, a really good football player. And with that, the interception last year, they had 15 on the year, and right now they've got 5. So their quarterback play has really been really good on top of that, and I think a big difference in this whole thing. So all that being said, we got a big challenge on our hands, and we're doing our best to get ready for it right now. And then, playing in the Coliseum, I got asked about that Saturday night, historic venue. I didn't realize it was built as a tribute to the veterans from World War I back in the 20s, and, a lot of history behind that on top of it. So quick second just on the kit captain. We've got Blake Benta from Urbandale is going to be our kit captain this weekend, 10-year-old, and at age 10 he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. They found cancer that spread to his spinal cord, so was brought into the Stead Family Hospital, 3 surgeries that he underwent in 10 days. Their family moved into a hotel for about a month, including their dog, and it seems like he's doing a lot better now. He's had frequent treatment. Looks like he's in remission, which is obviously a good thing. And then a quick side story, when he was in the hospital, started 3 fundraisers, and has raised, I've been told, over $100,000 doing that. So just a pretty amazing young guy, he and his family certainly. So he's not playing sports right now, retraining his walking habits and abilities. Sounds like my grandkids likes Legos, likes video games, that type of deal, and is really doing a good job on his recovery. So just again, wrapping it up, great respect for USC, the team they've got right now. They've got having an excellent season. So it's going to be a big challenge for us going out there, all 3 phases, and have to be at our absolute best. So we'll do our best to finish out the week of preparation and try to get ready for a big challenge. I'll throw it out for questions.
Madison Hurts, the Gazette. With 3 close losses, particularly with this season, how have you seen the leaders on this team, whether it be the 4 captains or elsewhere, kind of guide some of these younger players that are getting experience, and just how to continue maturing and moving forward after another close loss this year?
Yeah, it really goes back to January. They've been consistent all the way through, and excuse me, you're never sure who's going to emerge as your leaders, and we've got a bunch of them. Certainly we've settled in on the 4 captains, seem to have done that. But, we've got a lot of guys right now really doing a good job in that regard, and not all of them are starters. Jade Montgomery was not a starter, but he's been on the leadership group the entire way through it. The guys just, they just come to work every day. They're great attitude and work hard. They realize there's ups and downs in sports. So, I think they're certainly setting the bar for everybody else on the football team. And some of the younger guys are better than others, at least queuing in on what to do and how to do it. And that's part of the process too. But no, they've been really good. I think very steady. And based on yesterday and today, nobody's been discouraged. They're working hard, and they know we got a big challenge in our hands right now.
David Eichel, HawkeyeInsider.com. Kirk, a couple of your players talked about when you reflected on last year's West Coast trip to UCLA that you guys may have probably lost the game before it was played. I guess felt like the preparation was good, but they just weren't ready to play. What did you kind of learn about going to the West Coast last year? I know it was a Friday night, a little bit different, but just how can you kind of make that change heading into this matchup?
Yeah, I really think it's more the only one it factor I'll put in there to acknowledge that the West Coast trip a year ago was a night game, and those are a little bit of a challenge. I'll admit that, but I don't see this one. This is 2:40 Central Time, if you want to look at it that way. So it's not a big a deal. But I think our issue last year in the UCLA game was more just our approach to the game mentally, in my opinion. They were not a team really interested in running the football a year ago. And I'm not sure they wanted to run the ball against us, quite frankly, until we got into the game, and we didn't show much interest in playing the run. And then, it just became obvious they needed to stay with it. And Big difference from Saturday. Like, we had total respect for Oregon in every regard, obviously. And, you know, they were still able to run the ball better than we like. But it wasn't because we weren't ready for it. And, you know, I just didn't think we were ready mentally against UCLA last year in the run game, and probably some other areas too where we left some things out there. So to me, it was more about our approach going into that game than it was where it got played or who we were playing, but just our mental approach in this team so far. This 2025 team is each and every week, and from my vantage point, they've really prepared well, and they've gone out